5:34 on TSN 690. It's Game Points with Matthew Ross. We're here till 7 o'clock. Jimmy G's on the board. Dave Trentadue is here as well. Let's get to our next guest here on the program. She's a professional tennis player playing on the WTA. She's from Toronto as well. And you can also follow her on twitter.com/Sharon_Fichman. It is Sharon Fichman. Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Now, where are you today, and you have any upcoming tournaments? What's on the schedule for you?
Yeah, well, I'm in Vancouver at the moment, actually, enjoying a day off by the beach. So not too bad, can't complain. Yeah, I just came back from tour in Europe, actually. I was there for a little while. And I'm just using these next few weeks to kind of get back on the hard courts and play some events in the U.S. Starting in June.
Now, obviously, you've been on the tour for a few years, and obviously the perks, certainly traveling and so forth. Do you have a favorite tournament or a favorite city to play in?
Oh, Rogers Cup, of course.
Good answer. Good answer, Sharon. Now, you're a Toronto gal, but I'm sure you've been, obviously, to the tournament here in Montreal. Your thoughts on the tournament that's put on here every year?
Oh, it's incredible. I actually trained in Montreal for a few years at the National Training Center at Uniprix Stadium when I was a teenager, so I spent quite a bit of time there, and I absolutely love Montreal. There's so much about the city that's such a pleasure to be around. I mean, the people, first and foremost, are just such wonderful energy about them, and everyone is so excited about sports, whether it's hockey, whether it's tennis, whether it's soccer, it doesn't matter. The energy just in that city is wonderful to be around, and it just brings that much more excitement when you go on the court and compete there.
You've also had a chance to play for your country. What's that like?
Oh, I mean, that's inexplicable. I'm such a proud Canadian, just like all of us really are, and it's always an honor to be able to represent your country around the world, and it's just something I dreamed about since I was a kid, and the fact that I've been able to do it throughout my life is, I just can't put it into words. I'm honored and very grateful.
Do you have some friends on the tour that you're close with?
For sure, absolutely. A lot of most of the girls on tour are absolutely wonderful. It's a very tough life. You spend 35 weeks of the year on the road, so it takes a very strong personality and person in general to be able to do that week in and week out. So I have a humongous amount of respect for everyone that does that as their job, and there's something wonderful about every girl. And of course, I've gotten to know a few more better than others. And that's definitely helpful. You see familiar faces every week. So, absolutely. I mean, the girls are great, and they make it more fun to do what I do.
Chatting with Sharon Fichman, pro tennis player from Toronto here on TSN 690. That's no fun. I was hoping you'd give me, there's a couple of girls that are real jerks, and I kind of avoid them in the locker rooms, and, I don't like to play ping pong against them even, something.
I'll play ping pong against anybody.
You know something, Sharon? I don't want to intimidate you, but I did have a ping pong table when I was a kid, and, we had it at our high school, and I was pretty good.
Okay.
So,
Well, definitely next time I'm in town,
Yep.
we might have to set something up. I'll have my people call your people.
Yep. That's good. That's good. I'm just warning you though. I play very good defense. It's very hard to get any kind of winners off of me in ping pong.
And that's exactly how I play. So,
oh no.
Oh boy. You know what? So I guess I'm going to have to add that to the next thing I'm training for as well.
Yeah. Well, can you not? Maybe start the ping pong tour. Could you adapt if you had to?
You know what? I feel like I could. I never really gave it any thought, but I'll have to get back to you on it. But I don't see why not. Wow. All right. So we're framing that as you're basically shaming anyone who's into ping pong professionally, and that you could just come in and dominate, right? No. Now you're twisting my words. Chatting with Sharon Fichman here, pro tennis player on Game Points with Matthew Ross. Dave?
Hi, Sharon. On top of being a singles player, you also play doubles. You reached the quarterfinals at last year's Rogers Cup. Which game do you personally prefer, singles or doubles?
That's a great question. I actually love both. I know that's not the answer. Boo! There's an aspect to both that I love. Doubles, I feel like a little more relaxing. One of my main strategies, which is a little unorthodox, is actually to find a partner that I'm laughing with on the court. It's really important that I smile. So that definitely brings a different aspect to it. Whereas in singles, you're out there and it's definitely more focused. I mean, at this point in my career, I'm more focused on singles. That's definitely my priority at the moment. But I think that doubles definitely helps improve my singles game, and I'm just happy that I'm able to do both quite well.
What's your take on mixed doubles? It's such an unorthodox kind of event, right? I mean, you see that at all the majors, and it doesn't get a ton of fanfare unless you have. Sometimes you'll have like a Martina Navratilova coming out of retirement to play with a young guy or something like that. What's your take on mixed doubles?
I think it's. You know what? I think it's super fun. I haven't played a ton of it. I played a little bit in World Team Tennis in the summer of 2014, and I actually really enjoyed it. I know that it doesn't get the attention like singles, definitely, and not doubles either, but there's so much about it that the players actually love to do it. And I think in a way, it might be... It's actually like a fun part of the day that is like, oh, I have singles, I have doubles, and I have mixed doubles. And it's just, it's kind of refreshing to be able to do something a little different, kind of put your head in a different mind space and, also see a different ball. You can learn a lot of things from the guys. And, I just think it's a little bit refreshing once in a while to do something different.
Chatting with Sharon Fichman, pro tennis player here on TSN 690. Outside of tennis, do you have any other sports you like to follow?
Ping pong. No, I'm kidding.
Nice. Nice. This is on now. We're gonna Periscope this or video it or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to live stream it somehow.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm following the Raptors religiously right now. I mean I'm so proud of how they're doing. Toronto in general is just absolutely crushing it in sports. The Jays, of course, and I know the Leafs didn't have the best time this year, but of course, still backing my Leafs. And yeah, I mean, I would say those are the three main sports that I like to follow. Of course, I've gotten to know a few athletes just in general that aren't in tennis. So I'll root for their team, whatever sport or team they play on personally, but. I like to keep up with those three in particular. Not sure if you're aware, but earlier today here on TSN, the Team Canada beat Finland in the IIHF World Hockey Championships. So, the NHLers overseas. So there was a gold medal there as well. Yeah, exactly. I actually I was discussing that with my friend. He's over in Switzerland right now, and we were chatting about it. So, yeah, stoked. It's super good. Pretty excited about that. All right, so we're wrapping up here. You're slated to play at the Rogers Cup. But you're unsure, right? Whether there's a wild card or you have to qualify before the main draw, or how does it work for you? Yeah, that's correct. I'll definitely be there, and we're not sure exactly which draw I'll be in at the moment. I was out for a while, so I'm kind of just getting back into things. I've only been back on tour for about 6 months now, and my ranking's getting back up there, so I'm just going to keep focusing on that, and we'll let the chips fall where they do, right? So, are you going to play? Are you going to play doubles and singles? That's the plan at the moment. Yes. All right, and who's the doubles partner? That we're not sure of yet, but whoever it is, I'm sure it'll be good. Oh, I was hoping for a scoop there. All right. I know. You know what? I am too, honestly. You and me both. All right. So you'll show up and somebody will kind of just tag you and then you'll play some doubles. All right. Fair enough. That's it. Absolutely. All right. Well, Sharon, thank you so much for taking some time. Really appreciate it. And best of luck in the upcoming tournaments. And certainly we'll see you here in the summer, perhaps even in studio. Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.